Continuando nossa saga aqui de missões de companheiro, a próxima missão vai ser do nosso Dano Nai. Vamos ver o que reserva de curiosidades a mais aqui no Dragão Retorno ao Lar. O viajante, outrora permanentemente exilado, retornou a Lufu. Danheng, determinado a enfrentar seu passado, te convidou para se juntar a ele no encontro com o grande mestre dos Vijaharas. Será que é a Bailu? Você nunca poderia imaginar que o jovem dragão gélido poderia falar tanto sobre seus próprios assuntos. O Jovem Dragão Gélido, se não me engano, foi um apelido que a Março colocou. Então esse pode ser uma chance rara. Termine essa aventura de volta a casa e depois se exiba para a Março. Então, 100 jags aqui, 500 de XP, mais algumas recompensas aleatórias. Vamos aqui então no santuário. Fazer aquele TPzinho aqui também. Lembrando que eu já tenho aí todos os modos história dos personagens anteriores, tá? E eu vou começar a postar as missões novas aqui também no canal, tá? Pra gente bater um papo sobre a lore e tudo mais.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Danheng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
Agora ele tá na forma de dragão, mas tem hora que ele tá na forma não dragão, mó tosqueira ele.
Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Aí, ó, Bailu, hein?
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead, oh, who might this be?
Sou eu. Parece que eu cheguei numa hora ruim. Um prazer te conhecer, meu nome é Estelle. Ou só finja que eu sou um poste da rua, eu não estou aqui.
I'm sorry, but Xianzhou's street lamps aren't in the habit of eavesdropping on conversations. I'm speaking with Master Danheng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
Ai, educada, né?
She is a close friend. I've invited her along to bear witness. Please, treat her as you would me.
Viu? Ele é muito seco, né?
Now, what was your request?
Gostou, não?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu.
Você pode ser mais específica? Uma empregada da grande mestra enxotando convidados sem o consentimento da sua mestra? Agora comecei a ser atrevido também.
Bailu is simple and innocent, incapable of ill intent. It's natural for a servant to care for her master and share in her worries. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Danfeng. His hubris and tyranny brought about
Agora a
the
culpa é
end
do
of the
Feng,
Luofu's
né?
High Elder succession. The preceptors heard of Master Danheng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you... But, if Master Danheng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come.
Tá bom lá. Tem outro candidato à altura? Quem é a escolha dos Vijaharas? Eu acho que ela nem quer ser a grande mestre. Eu acho que é a segunda, mas vamos lá.
Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes. As far as the Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu...
É mais ou menos a coisa que aconteceu com o Dan, né? Só que a Bailu ainda ela tá presa. Você não deveria perguntar sobre isso para a própria Bailu?
Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others.
I understand your concern.
Then I will bid my Master Danheng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu. And people.
Finalmente a gente vai saber do passado do Dan Hank? Não, já sei. Você quer que eu mantenha isso em segredo dos outros?
No need. March, you know that I'm a descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my... Yet that power stems from Don Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, but in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder passed and Don Feng now. I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, the Star Skiff is ready.
Eu já postei um vídeo falando, pra quem não viu, né, sobre o passado do Dan, eu lá fazendo análise do trailer, tá? Dos dois dragões, alguma coisa assim. Foi lá no meu canal NEN-TV. Aí eu comento um pouquinho mais sobre o passado deles, né? Leio, analiso o trailer e as verbalizações também. Vamos ver se vai acontecer alguma coisa a mais aqui que não apresentou no trailer, né? Vidyadhara sem chifre? Parece que os Vidyadhara não vão muito com a sua cara, ou você também está aqui por causa da sucessão dos grandes mestres? Ó, mais um inscrito aqui também, ó. Contra o Amo, Baixe, Fuyu, brigadão aí pela inscrição.
Moreover, Don Feng selected her as High Elder, making her the leader of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. Fate chose her as our son. Now that you're back, everything has changed. The preceptors are starting to think of finding other
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Lawfu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in the...
Cara chato. Não tem medo da morte, não.
Excuse me. Are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission?
Sim, parti. Partiu. Pelo menos essa história não tá fúnebre igual a história anterior, né? Da nossa amiguinha Ting-Yun, né?
What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in this.
Sinto muito, cada um com seus próprios motivos em mente, ou é só uma reunião rápida? Qual o problema?
Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Feng.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply...
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then?
Vamos lá, os anciões Vidyadharas querem escolher um novo grande mestre. A comissão de alquimia quer que a Bailu continue sendo a grande mestra.
The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to halt. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is now that Don Hong has arrived. The Elders see yet another chance. How could they let...
Usado da parte deles ou faz sentido? Usado da parte deles.
Us outsiders should not judge the law. The Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably... These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bailu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless she were to commit a terrible sin, the preceptors
É
should have
mesmo,
no
hein? O
right
que
whatsoever
a
to
Bailu
choose her.
acha do
The
Feng?
healer
Todo
lady
mundo
has
fala mal
draconic
dele, né?
features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder. But the preceptors are now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of lunarescent depths. Those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder.
Ah, então eles estão aqui na dúvida entre a Bailu, porque a Bailu é curandeira, enquanto o Lunai, ele é força bruta, né? E eles acham que ele seria o melhor líder, mas ele não quer, gente. Muito conservador por parte deles, faz todo sentido, muito conservador.
They fought against the preceptors and saved Bailu's dignity. These folks aren't the type to just let it go. It is an internal affair of the Videoteras. As long as it does not, nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bailu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain... It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now.
O Jin, ele só descansa. Ó, e se tiver luta, né? Como é de praxe, a gente esquipa aqui, tá? Que o foco aqui é mais a história, verificar o que tá acontecendo e teorizar.
Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or...
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is
Olha o nome da
unworthy of
pessoa.
setting foot in the sacred places of the Videotera.
Wait. Master Don Hong's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the preceptors.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity, and even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The video...
É, então tem muita gente que acha que os pecados do antecessor ainda, né, tem que ser pago. Ah, isso aí, ó, gosta disso, ó. É o único carinha mostrando seu poder. Como essa luta aqui será rápida também, então de boa. A gente passar por ela aqui só pra exibir mesmo a força do dano knife. Beleza, fechou aqui.
As I expected, Don Feng, you have...
Thank you for rescuing.
They came for me.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Don Hong, after...
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huanxi?
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu...
Vamos lá.
Could be dangerous ahead.
Cara, aí vai ter a missão, beleza. Esses aqui são os inimigos. Imaginário. Tem uns imortais, né? Aqui os melhores elementos são vento. Vento imaginário. Então vamos lá. Colocar o Dan é mais forte do que o meu. Vamos ver como que ele tá. 3.500. Tá com... Nossa, tá com esse cone. Não é o cone de todo mal, tá? Não é o cone de todo mal. Vamos ver qual é que são as relíquias dele. Tá com mais 15, então tá melhor que o meu. O meu tá tosqueira. O meu, no momento da gravação desse vídeo, tá desse jeito aqui, ó. O meu tá level 70 ainda, né? Então, vamos lá, vamos adicionar ele. Vamos adicionar aqui, então, o Blade. O Blade deveria estar aqui, na verdade, ó. O Blade é no canto. O Locha. E a Loba, é o que eu uso, né, galera? É o que eu uso. Não tem fraqueza contra imaginário, a gente insere ele, né?
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages.
todo mundo no caminho querer falar com o Heng, nós topamos com um assassino no caminho.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, Miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder.
É, como suspeitava, ela não tem interesse em ser grande mestre. Ninguém quer ser grande mestre.
Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
Seria legal essa Bailu entre as por expressa astral e foda-se.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me.
Até enquanto você fica parado 10 segundos.
If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the Lawfu Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu.
Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
É, mas no início da missão, o grupo caminha entre as ruínas vazias do palácio e não deu pra ler o resto.
Wow, what a magnificent sight. Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
O dragão é a árvore?
Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Lawfu's High Elder.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question.
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragonheart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes
Aqui, a arcana da transmutação que fez o Feng, né? É por causa disso que o Feng foi punido, mas ainda não sei o que é isso. Vamos ver se a gente descobre nessa modo story.
And his powers remained within me. And if for some reason it also created you.
Ué, como assim? O Feng criou os dois?
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor seal and see if... Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea.
Nossa, tá lá rápido, né, a legenda?
Command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea, upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
That's it. You did it. And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danhung, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. You!
Então vamos dar aquele skip.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smoke screen. Seems like...
É um assassino da Comissão da Alquimia, um assassino foi enviado pelos preceptores e a gente deve recuar.
We don't know how many there are. Let's get at it.
Look at that shadow. Could it be in a...
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge.
I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
Que é isso? Isso é um fantasma de raro? Que é
These
isso?
floating shadows are called mirage echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the video...
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies?
Seems this mirage mistook...
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. The proud son of the Videodora, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. You availed yourself of the transmutation.
Aí, a arcana da transmutação para invocar a abominação dracônica deve ser o dragão negro que tem no trailer dos 5 dragões.
Tell me, did it sadden you to watch as the High Elder? You should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianjonators and even short-life species.
Você deveria ter nos livrado do sofrimento do renascimento. Será que o Feng queria também imortalidade?
Hand over the secrets of the transmutation arcanum now. And the precept
A arcana da transmutação, vamos ver aqui, ó. Ponto de interrogação.
that draconic abomination you created proof of the transmutation arcanum's...
I heard that Don Feng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor Long the Permanence, and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. And so the hero of the Shen Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains...
Impossible. I still live!
I don't like this Mirage Echo. He thought that the Videodora was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Videodora. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses.
Ok. Assassinos usando o hino da nuvem estão em modo de furtividade, dificultando a sua localização. Depois de receber um ataque de um inimigo em modo de furtividade e entrar em combate, as ações de todos os inimigos são bastante avançadas e suas fraquezas ficam ocultas. Usar a ecolocalização de miragem pode detectar inimigos em modo de furtividade, parece que eles vão ficar invisíveis, com antecedência. Existe um tempo de recarga depois que a habilidade é usada. Ok, vamos ver. Ataque é o R, né? Então vamos evitar lutas aqui. Cadê? Aqui. Ah, mas se a gente correr assim, eles não pegam a gente, não é?
Sire, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you?
Sorry, wait. I remember that voice.
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that
Você está me confundindo? Ele não é o Tanfeng? Você está me confundindo.
I don't think so. The appearance of the Law Fu's high elders have been similar. Bailu, return to the forbidden residence.
Oh, wait, no! You're...
Master Donfeng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the transmutation arcanum.
Será que a garotinha é a Bailu? A chave para a arcana da transmutação?
The Vidyadhara performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire... I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste.
Donfeng.
Master Donfeng, your changes to the transmutation arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a
Uma nova vida, né? O dragão que o Feng criou. Será que essa nova vida é a Bailu? Permitirá que os vídeos raros se reproduzam de novo? Criou uma nova vida.
My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Vidi to unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon? Isn't that the real
Incorporar outras raças à carne do dragão. Esse é o verdadeiro significado por trás da arcana da transmutação. Será que é por isso que a Bailu é um pouco diferente?
They want to install another high elder.
What does she mean by that?
The transmutation arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation. Let's go.
Mistérios sobre a Bailu aí. Será que ela é uma coisa nova aqui no game?
It's you, Master Donfeng. Why did you destroy? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you, of joining the Cloud Knights.
But this Mirage Echo, he must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And like was the doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. But my poor comrade, you once told us we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloudy magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was...
Você não tem que ouvir o que ele diz, ou vamos?
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawful. You are and it...
Dunhung, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations?
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to...
Opa, fugir. Ah, esse aqui vai ser difícil, hein? Mas esquivei ali, ó. Esquivei? Claro que não, né? Mas saiu correndo aqui, ileso. Deve ter só uma luta de boss fight final aqui,
Miss
né?
Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dunhung and her to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed...
Mas que jornada perigosa é essa? Ainda bem que a gente conseguiu escapar.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you,
Assassins. None of us mentioned that the danger in...
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
Suspeita, né?
Those assassins only came from Mr. Dunhung. But the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Olha o sorriso dela, ó.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take...
That was my idea alone. How, from my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed.
É, a boss fight começa agora, hein?
Our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
Então bora ir pro skip. Ok, tivemos a participação do Jun aqui.
So close.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that they should return to their senses? Attacking the Dragon Lady only to...
The whole thing was planned by me.
Save your breath. We all know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you...
Too late.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the elders. A false dragon. And today I realized they'll use any means of removal.
Not all of the Videodora harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the seed of divine...
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with you.
Very well.
The Videodora have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Videodora in the art of Cloud Dunhung. Did you have a teacher like...
If you're asking about Videodora tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my
As far back as I can remember, I've had the Preceptors and Alchemy Commission healers telling me what to do. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng, Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the eternal...
In that case, thankfully... We should head back to the healer's market.
Tá faltando coisa ali, hein? Tá faltando coisa ali de recompensa.
Now that the seal is repaired,
Are you planning on staying on the Lawfu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the Preceptors have regained an...
O rank pertence ao Expresso Astral, você deveria ficar, mas não se esqueça de escrever. Esperar a resposta do Dan.
as a nameless...
Então o Dragão retornar lá. Vamos pegar aqui as recompensas, vamos ver o que chegou aqui no Zap. Meu nome é Guaxinim, um ordenado da Comissão de Manutenção do Reino para o Domínio do Desfiladeiro e Escamas Aquáticos. Ouvi falar muito sobre você pela Comissão da Manutenção do Reino do Santuário Glorificado e eles me passaram o seu contato. O que eu fiz? Ultimamente nós temos recebido relatos que alguns civis entraram em uma área desconhecida e encontraram monstros que conseguem ficar invisíveis. É um hino da nuvem dos Vijaharas? Eu não imaginei que você estaria tão familiarizado com a magia do hino. Acabei de descobrir para que serve. Para a galera ficar invisível. Ah, vai ter mais uma missão ali. Então beleza, então fechamos aqui a missão. Pô, nós fechamos a missão? Fechamos a missão. Aí agora a gente vai lá no vagão. Pra ver se a gente encontra o Dan de skin aqui. e ver o que ele vai dar 10 diamantes aqui pra gente, 10 jades. Ele ainda não apareceu aqui. Enfim. Então aí encerramos mais uma missão aqui de companheiros. E isso quer dizer que a gente vai fazer a próxima, né? Que deve sair o vídeo em breve, do Luca também. Vamos conhecer um pouquinho sobre o Luca, que ele teve baixa participação na história, tipo nula, né? Então vamos conhecer um pouquinho aí do Luca no modo história. Então é isso, galera. Vou ficando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido o vídeo de hoje. O que vocês acharam aí referente ao que foi falado nessa história? Vocês acham que a Bailu pode ser algum experimento que o Feng fez ou não? Fiquei com isso aqui na cabeça na hora que falou que o Feng criou 2 encarnações. E o Danzinho também falou sobre ele ficar com o poder da destruição e a Bailu o poder da cura. Será que ele se dividiu? Muitos mistérios aí sobre o Dan e a Bailu também. Então gostaria de ouvir as suas teorias. Vou ficando por aqui, a gente se vê então no próximo vídeo. Valeu e fui!